Hello, 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 my beautiful people. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here. See, you guys are getting a face reading, okay? I don't know what it is about the faceless readings. It seems like I just can't get it right and it doesn't work. And I'm just like, okay, maybe that's because this face belongs on the tutu. Okay. Yes, I'm not going to mess around too long because I have a lot of messages for you guys. So we need to go ahead and jump into these church announcements, okay? All right. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. You guys know how we work over here. These church announcements are like coded messages. There are downloads that I receive, and whoever this message resonates with, it's up to you to decode the message, okay? All right. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. So I have something about an architect, okay? A throng of people, you know, it's a multitude of people, it's master workmen, okay? I don't know. This is what I have, but it's a multitude of people, architects. Now these people does not exactly have to be architects in, you know, real life. It does not have to be their profession, but they can be architect in some certain situation, or should I say orchestrating some type of situation behind the scenes, okay? So there's a throng of people, okay? These are master workmen. I also have women manipulating men, okay? And you know what? This can also be with that previous message. There is a throng of people or a throng of women who are manipulating men, all right? The next message I have is Esther Star. We all know that Esther was like a Jewish heroine, okay? The Jewish heroine, okay? But there's some type of star here. The next message I have is associated with that, not of the people, a foreigner endowed with the gift of prophecy here. I also have that there is some type of battle between Lilith and Eve. So there's another historical battle that is like going on, and like I said in one of my videos, I believe it was a historical royal Egyptian war, okay? And I'm still picking up on those type of energies. So there's a lot of debt that is being cleared, okay, in this lifetime. So it's like good versus evil type of women. Because it's like I told you, there's a multitude of women that's manipulating men, but then on the other hand, you have, you know, a throng of women who want to do right by men and who are doing right by men, okay? So that is that battle. Let's see, there's other messages because I dive a little deeper when I received that message, battle between Lilith and Eve. I also have Lilith daughters, like to have demonic sex, you know, succubus women who sleep with these men and take their sperm to manipulate and control their energy, okay? She tells her daughter it's okay to be hoes and sluts. Talk your talk and walk your walk, okay? So these are Lilith's daughters. I also picked up, there is a serious attack on, you know, females in your family, okay? Mothers, aunts, cousins, sisters. A lot of them feel like they cannot be liberated through the light. They feel liberation only comes through the dark, okay? That's also one of Lilith's teachings. You can be liberated by, you know, just exploiting your body. Use what you have to get what you want. But there's other ways where you can receive the things that you want through the light way, through light attributes, okay? And that's more of the Eve attributes, okay? Let's see, and that's another reason why a lot of women are afraid to go through the divine activation, to become enlightened, you know, to, you know, walk the right path, because they feel like, oh, it's too restricted, when it's really not. It's really not. It actually helps you. But anyway, Also, so what these men and women need to know, that there is some type of exchange of power through, of course, sexual language. So these men need to understand that when they sleep with these Lilith spirits, these demonic women, there is an exchange for that, okay? And it's a fluid body talk, all right? So you guys need to be mindful of that. This is why, when you sleep with a Eve type of woman, it's a different experience. All right. I also have sorry, I don't know why I said I don't know why I said that. Anyway, there's a leverage of seed capital. There is a war on these masculines' sons, these men's sons. This is why these Lilith spirits want to sleep with you through some type of demonic attack through sexual interaction, okay? These women want the sperm to have your son to corrupt them. Also, another reason why they want your sperm and to sleep with you is also because they are a dying breed and they want to keep that vicious cycle going. So when you are not mindful with who you sleep with, that you never know that person's bloodline, that person's species, and the type of curses that you are attaching to your family and your lineage, okay? Let's see. I also picked up, why do you think adoption for little black children becoming a trend in other races? Like I told you, it's for their resources and for their natural aptitude, okay? Their natural ability to do certain things, all right? All right. Let's see. I also picked up another message where it says the goal is to keep you blind to who you are so you can turn to other races for a leg up when you are the legs of the universe. Okay. Okay. All right. I also picked up these Eve character type women. They are bringing men back to their divinity, okay? So this is why that we feel like, good versus evil amongst our women as well, okay? So this is what the war is all about. This is what the friction and the energies that, you guys can sense, feel, and or see, So that's what it is. So I just wanted to give you guys, some insight, clarity on why things are happening the way they are. All right. So let me see. Next message. I think this is a personal one. I'm going to sit that one aside. It's a personal message. Okay. Sorry. Not the personal. So when these downloads come in, I just write them down and I read them with you guys. So I didn't go through them and separate it. Okay. All right. Wow, this is so interesting here. So with the Eve type of character, so when I say Eve, I just want you guys to know Eve, the woman of the light, Lilith, the woman of the dark, okay? All right, there we go. So Eve, the women like Eve, there is going to be some type of overflow of like these men flocking to you guys, the Eve characters, because a lot of these men are starting to wake up and they want to come back. It's like their soul and their spirit is yearning for a woman of divinity, okay? And their soul and spirit is going to be able to decipher. They're going to see that there is a serious dichotomy between the two, okay? And their soul and spirit will be able to decipher who is an Eve character, an Eve woman, and who is a Lilith woman, okay? But so this is why I want the Eve women to understand why there is getting ready to be a flock of men. It's going to seem like it's going to be raining men, okay? And these are good men, okay? Okay. Hold on. I'm also picking up something about a family heirloom, okay? There's something about a family heirloom here that you need to keep, okay? Someone else needs to know they need to keep the faith. You have support. This is surely and this is certain, okay? You're going to have you have support to get into like the covenant, to your promise, okay? You're also going to have financial support. This is fixed, verily, truly, amen, so it be, okay? Faithfulness, so you have to stay faithful, okay, like keeping the faith, because I was picking up like some women may have been getting like discouraged when it came to men, but no. I feel that that is some sense of illusion, okay? And a lot of these illusions are being, cleared out, like the smoke and mirrors. Like all that smoke is being cleared out. You also need to understand that there is a war with, with bringing down Babylon, okay? So it's while Babylon is crumbling, there is a lot of people that's coming out and they are going through some type of rebirth phase, okay? They're experiencing the dark night of the soul, okay? All right. Anyway, moving right along. Okay, yes, I said that. Okay. You also need to know that these myths, I was trying to say these men, but these myths, someone may try to debunk or try to rebuttal what I am saying and try to say that it's some type of myth when I know what I'm talking about. But it's up to you to use your own judgment, okay? But these men that are coming your way, they're going to be a gift to you, okay? Some of them also may be bringing a gift with gratuity, okay? All right, let's see. You also need to know, do not walk away from nothing that's unfinished, okay? We're going to finish this business here and now. All right, so you guys need to know that. So this is also what is happening within this Lilith versus Eve, okay? I have a quote from the Eve side. I don't walk away from nothing that's unfinished. We're going to finish this business here and now. Okay? All right. Let's see what else. Oh, I also picked up something about red pill versus blue pill. So you're at a choice, okay? You at a fork in the road and you need to decide. Are you going to take the blue pill or are you going to take the red pill? Are you going to be a Lilith spirit or are you going to be a Eve spirit, okay? All right. I also have billions of people living out their lives oblivious. There is someone boss. Okay, so during this activation that, a lot of people are having right now, they are going to understand why them and their boss, it was some type of unspoken friction. You're going to understand that your boss was an enemy from your past life, okay? You need to know that. I also have, there is an agent who is going through a spiritual awakening here, okay? So this person is identifying the truth and they're learning and understanding. And I feel like this person is also realizing that their boss is their enemy from a past life. You guys are going to start experiencing some type of, it's going to seem like a glitch, okay? It's okay. You're not crazy. This is something that is normal. It is common when you're going through these different elevations of an awakening. Okay. So it's like you're stripping down your distorted version of you and reactivating your codes. Okay. These can also be called your light codes, okay? Your DNA codes, your sacred compass within you. So yeah, so it's going to seem like you're glitching, but it's going to be okay. You're not tripping. You're going through a spiritual awakening, okay? Um Also, someone needs to know, if you are going to see a therapist, you need to know your therapist is working against you. This is not going to be for everybody, but this is for somebody, okay? You need to understand that. Okay. Some of you may feel like you cannot talk to anyone about this spiritual awakening that you are experiencing. You may not know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. You're just going to have all these different types of symptoms. The symptoms are totally different for everyone, and I suggest you do your own research. Google what symptoms you will experience during a spiritual awakening. You will see a long list of different symptoms, okay? But you are not crazy. That is the number one thing that you need to understand, okay? Keep in mind, you are not. All right? Okay. Let's see. There's someone at your job who knows exactly who you are. They're waiting for you to remember. Okay, then they can implement their knowledgeable insight to help you fill in the blanks. So you know how, like I told you, like your boss, some of you, not everyone, okay, some of you going to like identify your boss as an enemy from your past life, and then there's also going to be someone within that company that you really don't talk to, but you talk to them like, hey, you're cordial with them, and that person knows exactly who you are, but they can't approach you with like certain type of information until you have been initiated in the spirit. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to look at them like they're crazy when they're not. So this is why they have to allow you to go through your transformation, and then they can help guide you along the way, okay? And help you like fill in some of the blanks or answer some of the questions that you may have. Do not force this, okay? It is going to happen naturally. All right. Also, you do not need the meds, okay? Do not think you need meds. Do not start popping pills, please. Okay? And when I say red pill or blue pill, that's an allegorical statement. It's an analogy. It's a metaphor, okay? Okay. All right. I just need you to know that the truth is all the medicine you need. All right now. Okay, you also need to watch how you feel with yourself, okay? When you're honest with yourself and just allow the flow to happen, pay attention and watch how you feel, okay? It's going to be a serious difference, okay? All right. All right, so I said this. Some of you also going to find out that your best co-worker, your best bud, sorry, I shouldn't have did that. Y'all don't mind me, just mind these messages. I tell y'all that all the time. But some of you going to find out that someone that you were close to, like within the office, whatever job that you work, you're going to find out that that person is also working against you. That person was definitely planted in your life to try to keep you in a distorted program. Okay, so know that. All right. You also need to know what you see in the mirror is not who you really are. Okay. And what do I mean by that? So remember I was telling you about the illusions, right? So when I tell you that things are going to start becoming clear, you may look in the mirror. I'm picking up body dysmorphia, okay? Everyone is not diagnosed with that, but it's an illusion that you will see in the mirror, okay? What you are seeing in the mirror is not really what you are, like who you are. Okay, so if you look in the mirror and you feel like you are a failure, or you feel like you're getting fat, or you feel like you're not pretty, or you feel like your nose is too big, you have bug eyes, or you're growing a mustache, like I don't know, whatever you're seeing in the mirror, you need to also understand that that is also some type of foggy reflection to keep you distorted and make you feel some type of way about yourself. Okay, that's also a part of programming your mind. Okay. Okay. All right. You also need to know the company wants to hide you and have been hiding you for years now. Okay. So what do I mean by that? So say for instance, you are this brilliant worker, right? And it seemed like you can never get a raise. You can never get a leg up. You want to know why? It's because your company is trying to keep you hidden. They do not want other people or the big wigs to know that you are the brains behind the operation. Okay. That is what's happening. And that is why it seemed like you can't just get ahead. Okay, in some cases you guys will experience some type of promotion, but it's still not on the level that you're supposed to be on. In another situation, the company may try to keep you within the company so you will not branch out and go to their competitors. Okay, because they need you. You are a major asset to the company. So you guys also need to know that. You also need to understand that it's also a part of keeping you distorted, keeping you in a programmed system to have you operate and work as they please. Okay, a lot of you are entrepreneurs. As hard as you are working for these other companies, you need to branch out and start your own business. Okay, all right. Yes. There's also something about birthing pods, okay? Because remember I told you you're going through some type of like dark night of the soul. You're going through an what was I trying to say? Because I was trying to say that you're going through an activation, but I feel like something else wanted to come out. It's almost like I was trying to mix initiation and activation all together. Okay. Yeah. And you know, when things like that happen, trust yourself and just take a step back and see like, whoa, why was my words getting fumbled and what exactly was trying to come out my mouth? And pay attention to that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with just observing yourself. You'll learn a lot from yourself. Okay. Also, what you're going to find is that when you're in between worlds, as in, you know, you're going through the activation, one foot in the world, one foot out of the world, it's like you're in like a construct position. Okay, so it's like an intricate like type of position that you're in where anything is possible and then nothing is possible. So it's like I really like to refer these awakenings to the Matrix. I love the Matrix movies. I just love them all because there's so much informative information there. And I feel like a lot of people just look at these movies as entertainment purposes when there's a lot of like, hey, message, but they're codes, and you have to be able to decode and be able to decipher what exactly the writer is trying to get across to the audience. All right. Let's see. Oh, also you're going to experience some type of withdrawals. Okay, yes, withdrawals are real. When you're like coming out of distorted programming and you're stepping into like full activation mode, when you're in the middle and that one foot in the world, one foot out, of like having that freedom, crossing over, like, okay, which way do I go? It's you're going to feel like you're going to feel naked, right? Because you're being born again, and you know how we are born when we come into the world, we have nothing. Okay, so do not be afraid to let the world see you raw and uncut, not naked. Okay, it's another allegorical statement. Okay, for those of you who I have to break this down for, this is a metaphor. Okay. Do not go out in decent exposure. You get what I'm saying? But no, so you know how in the tarot cards we have, like, let's say like the lovers, and we have the star card, and they're all naked, you know, they're unclothed. That is a spiritual meaning to, like, okay, I'm bearing it all, I have nothing to hide, you know, this is me, accept me for who I am. What you see is what you get. You don't like it, keep it moving, right? That's what those cards symbolize. Okay. All right. Yes. Oh, another thing, you're going to have to fight. If you want this type of liberation, if you want this type of freedom, you're going to have to fight for it, okay? It is not a cakewalk. I'm gonna let you know that now. It's not. But it's mind over matter. And if you allow your codes to fully activate the way they are intended to, you will be surprised at what you can overcome, okay? All right. Let's see. There's a powerful force inside of you that wants to come out and will under the right provocation. Okay. So most of the times through these divine activations, what take place is you have to be provoked in some type of way. This is when, or should I say, this is what ignites some type of initiation. Okay. So just know there's a powerful force inside of you that wants to come out and will under the right provocation. Okay. This is not going out trying to look for like the adversary of provocation. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's another spiritual meaning. It's another allegorical statement. Okay. All right. Just so we clear. All right. Okay. You also need to know there's no half stepping. You're going to have to make a choice. Just like I told you, it's like you're at a fork in the road and you need to decide. You either with Lilith or you with Eve. You choose. I mean, you know. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So, and some of you, you're going to find out what your weakness is. What your weakness is where your strength lies. I know that sounds so tricky. It is. It's so tricky. But that's where your power lies dormant, right? So here's an example. I'm gonna go back to the Matrix because you know I'm a little geek. I love the Matrix and I love the code and messages. So in the Matrix, Neo didn't realize his strength until they brought up Trinity, right? So anytime they talked about Trinity, anytime they wanted to hurt Trinity, wanted to like bring some type of harm or keep them apart, Neo powers got stronger. And that's how he was able to fight, because that woman was his weakness, but that weakness was his greatest strength. You get what I'm saying? So that's a good example. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and a lot of you need to learn how to leverage psychology, okay? When you learn to leverage psychology, you will learn how to help the masses and also be able to help yourself as well, okay? All right, so that's that. All right. Something is going to be prolonged here. What? I don't know, but there's something that's going to be prolonged here. There's also something that is going to be made long, and something is going to grow long. Okay, so something just being elongated here. All right. There's two movies that you guys need to watch. There are messages there for you. Get Out and Colombiana. Okay. All right. All right. Someone here, your next message, someone here is in a winning loop around the moon phases, okay? This is what you call the winner's circle, all right? So one of you are out there, some of you, I don't know how many of you, but the message is you're in a winning loop around the moon phases. This is what you call the winner's circle, okay? So it's like you're winning around the clock, okay? Around the universe, around the earth, because, you know, we all know the moon orbits around the earth. Okay. All right. You need to continue to move in silence and let the public venerate you. Don't you focus on that. Let the world venerate you, but you need to continue to move in silence. Okay? Don't get caught up in that. Some of you are blindfolded to your wins. Okay? I feel like a lot of you do not know that you are a part of the winner's circle. You're in this winner's loop here. And it's like maybe you do not see or know or understand that, you know, there's a lot of people who are celebrating you and who are rooting for you, but a lot of you are blindfolded to these wins. Okay, I mean, if you like to be blindfolded to, you know, your wins so you can stay hungry and keep going, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Okay, but remember, continue to move in silence. Okay, stay focused on your wins. All right. Oh, okay. So here's a channel message that I received. There's a crooked cop and a dirty attorney who's trying to debilitate your wins, your win or wins. Okay. Some of you is singular, others of you is plural here. This attorney hates you with a passion because you're applying too much pressure with undeniable evidence. Now this attorney is juggling to flip the script back on you with another arcane agenda. Okay, for whoever needed to know that. There's attack on a single woman here. A group of people want you to take the bait in dating a king of wands, so he can get you caught up in something illegal and for you to get sent to jail. You need to decline the offer of temptation. Okay. This is your warning. You're going to be immensely thankful. Okay, you listened. This dirty attorney don't want you having a fresh and or liberated new start in your life. Okay, nor do they want you to have this home. Whoever needs to know that. Okay. As mentioned prior, silent wins. Okay, silent wins. I have been picking up a lot of court stuff, a lot of court readings, a court energy here. So just know that there is, you know, dirty cops, crooked cops, dirty attorneys, crooked attorneys. They all working against you. Okay, don't worry about that. Just keep winning in silence. Keep winning in silence. Okay. All right. Let's see. There's something about height here. Height is significant here. You also need to know that the divine will exalt you. And also understand that the divine is exalted. Okay? So no one is higher than him. Just keep that in mind as well. All right. Another message that I received, that someone needs to clean behind their bed. Okay, there's something behind your bed, and I'm talking about the headboard. Okay, like the head of your bed. You need to clean behind there. Okay, something is there for whoever needs to know that. There's something about someone taking your kids to North Carolina. I don't know. Hold on. Okay. I don't know, but there's something about that. I don't know if this is good or bad, or if you're probably wondering where your children are. They're in North Carolina. Okay, that's all I have for that. Okay. All right. I also have someone weak, feeble, and languid. Okay. Okay. I also have the name Manny. Okay, here. Okay. All right. Oh, somebody also wants you to mind your business. That I do have this on the back. Somebody wants you to mind your business. And that reply I received was, it's your business to mind their business. Okay? All right. Ooh, child. Y'all feisty out there. What in the world? Anyway, don't mind me. Hold on. Let me look at these messages. Okay, so you also need to know being respectful sets you apart from the wretched. Okay? So please, thank you, may I, you're welcome, you know, things like that. Showing gratitude, appreciation. That's what sets you apart from the wretched. Okay? Let me see what else. Some of you also need to know there is some type of host, a celebrity host that is working behind the scenes and they're following you. Okay? If this is not a celebrity host, this can actually be a celebrity who is behind the scenes following you and watching you. Okay? All right. Somebody's name could be John or Roman. Okay? It doesn't have to be, but, you know, that's what I have. All right. So, you have oath of a covenant. So these are not good oaths. Because when I'm picking up whatever oath outside of taking the oath to the divine, that is a curse. Okay? I don't care if you don't believe me. Trust me, I don't care. Okay? But yes, that's what I have. It's a curse. It's a curse from God. It's also a curse from men as well, because you're taking oath to men, and these men are like, these are cursed individuals. So you're picking up their curses because you're taking an oath to them. Okay, so you need to understand that. Yes, there's imprecation here and execration here. Okay, all right, for whoever needs to know that. Oh, okay, so your next message is a child is being controlled by Xbox. There's you need to monitor who your child is talking to on like that public chat, because there's someone in that public chat, like, you know how they on their headset talking through their mic and they're chatting with strangers. Yeah, there is some type of stranger that's trying to control your child, or is controlling your child, telling your child to do certain things, and you need to be mindful of that. Okay. There's also something about a picture and a little black box. Okay. All right, so your next message is okay, so there is a husband to a Jezebel. Okay, I got it. These messages came in today. See, these other messages came in like the prior days when I was doing them faceless readings. So there's a husband to a Jezebel. This husband is not going to be chastised. The only little punishment they're going to receive is like a slap on the wrist. And I truly feel like because this husband is waking up and they're going through a divine activation, okay? And they are experiencing and seeing that there was a Lilith spirit, a Jezebel, a succubus, okay, a harlot. You get what I'm saying? So this is why this person is not going to be chastised. However, this person could have already been through hell through that relationship, because I mean, you don't get nothing sweet with, you know, a demonic woman, right? You do know that. No, okay. But yes, that's what I receive. See, so this husband needs to follow whatever instructions they're being that they're receiving, okay, that they're being guided to do, okay, because yeah, there is a husband that just waking up and realizing that they married Lilith. Okay. All right, the next message I have, this is like courts, okay. This came through this morning. Someone will be found guilty today for committing an offense, for trespassing, for their wrongdoings, for injuring someone. This person incriminated themselves. This verdict is going to be robust, okay? for whoever needed to know that. All right. So let me tell you guys, you know what? I didn't write this down. So while I was in the shower, I started to channel, okay? And when I was channeling, I should have wrote this stuff down. So just give me a minute. I'm trying to go off of what I remember. What I remember is, first, someone is getting out of jail. This person who is getting out of jail, this is like Mad Dog No Good is getting out of jail. So I mean, for whoever for whoever needs to know that, okay? Okay. My Martin lovers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the next message that I received, someone is not just someone, but there's some man here, a masculine energy. I believe it's a man. This man is stuck in some type of analysis paralysis here, going over data. This data, listen, when this message came through, I was like, are you kidding me? But apparently this is real, right? There is a man, you know, back in the day when men had their little black books, right? Even if you watch the movie How to Be a Player, you know, Bill Bellamy, he had like that whole black book. He probably had multiple of them, you know what I'm saying? But this guy is some type of analytical guy. He's very techy, and everything has to be so like streamlined. This man created a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet where that is his little black book. So what I was receiving and what I saw clairvoyantly, this man has these two monitors, and he's going through this spreadsheet with like this fine, like a fine tooth comb. But it's like for those of you who know about, you know, Excel and all that, it's like he's doing like a V lookup, and he's doing like periodic tables, and like he's doing like different types of Venn diagrams, and it's like, what, dude, what are you doing? But what he's doing, he's doing like a cost benefit analysis, something like a qualitative and a quantitative type of like analysis on the women that he has on this spreadsheet, because it's like he's cleaning out his spreadsheet, so aka his little black book, but that little black book has gone digital. And I was like, yo, do men really do this? Like, because I mean, I'm telling you, I saw these two monitors, and this guy is just he's like really going through, like looking at his screens, trying to compare and contrast like these different women. And honestly, I saw a title of yeah, I'm trying to stay away from this negative I can't even say it. Why I can't say that word now? Anyway, the word is quite derogatory, right? It has like a negative connotation to it, okay? But anyway, so it's like his whole list. This dude seriously have a whole list. And so he's looking at it, and he's trying to see like, what, this is not, I'm trying to say this so serious. What exactly is this hoe bringing to the table versus this hoe? And I'm telling you, he's like, it's like he's just sitting back, like just seriously weighing out the pros and cons here. And he was like, I can get rid of him. So, y'all give me a minute. I'm not trying to laugh at this. It's so weird. But he's so serious about it, because it's like he's creating this list to give like a list of hosts like a buyout package. Like, okay, thank you for your services. Your services are no longer needed here. Like, seriously, this is what's happening. So for whoever needs to know that, it's weird. So, okay. So also I'm thinking about, so this person is getting rid of like their Lilith list. That's what they're doing. So they're going through a Lilith list. See, I don't have to say a whole list. I could just say a Lilith list. Okay, stick to the script, girl. Right? So yes, and it's like it's the women that this man met throughout his time, and who he still like barely stay in contact with. And let me tell you, he's so detailed with it. The tabs on Excel, this person have list of women based upon what country, what state, probably down to the city. I promise you, I am so serious about this. I mean, those of you who know about Excel, you know what I'm saying. So at the bottom of those tabs, he has it classified under like the different country, city, state, whatever. But yeah, he has a list of them. So yeah, he's quite busy. He's quite busy. And I'm going to say that some hoes are just not even going to receive a buyout package. And I think he's like trying to determine which hoe going to receive the buyout package and which hoe is just going to be, dropped completely with nothing, not even a goodbye or it was fun while it lasts. I don't know. But this is like the way like some man is thinking. This. Okay, guys. I think that's all the messages. Oh, hold on. Let me get my other book because I did record other messages here. Y'all, give me a minute. Y'all can see, like, these downloads been quite serious. How long? 46 minutes. Okay, let me hurry. Okay, hold on. Okay. Whew. Whew. Y'all, give me a minute. All right, so let's see. All right, so there's a 10 of Pentacles that's been obtained effortlessly. You have a man committed to a woman he thought was his sweetheart. You also have someone knows the truth about their enemy. You have a single woman who is inconsistent. You have a tragedy of a man's death here. You have a divine warrior who doesn't give a and is unbothered. You have a progressive, silent, peaceful journey here. Okay. The next message you have is sleeping like an unfaithful baby. Okay. The next message you have here is a hidden affair with a thief. Next message, a Queen of Cups without love. Someone in despair because they don't have a job. Someone is releasing the stress and or the pressure of in union. There's someone is enlightened about a fallen soldier. Then you have someone is about to receive notice about a harsh betrayal here. And there is an empress there. Hold on, the empress is getting ready to be celebrated. Okay, so there's an empress that's getting ready to be celebrated. You have a dumb setup by an imbecile or imbeciles. There is a loss of investments on gifts here. You have communication with a secret young woman. You have injustice to a wife, so she feel that way, or I mean, it could actually be that. I don't know. The next message you have, someone is not surprised at what's being hidden here. There's a decision, or a decision has been made to take down a lord here. Someone is going to be financially free upon release. Okay. Further messages that I have here is the trumpets are blowing. All spells are shattered, and there is a massive grand awakening happening. And I touched on that at the beginning of this video, but I also have it here written down. Your last and final message here, there's two men here that is battling like almost like to the death, like last man standing, over a spiritual baby. There's someone here that child, let me just I'm just going to give y'all a brief of this. This spiritual baby has chosen its father, and it seemed like there is some type of Let me just read what I have because I'm trying to paraphrase it and it's just like I feel like I'm about to make it complicated. So here we go. Two men battling to death to last man standing. A spiritual baby has chosen its father to conceive with their star mother. The thought of losing the mother's love is wearing these men out. This baby is ready to arrive and is applying pressure on the father. The past life father doesn't want another man bringing his child back. He wants to father this child. Crown chakras are lit and they remember. They remember. So there's some serious activations that are taking place here. There's a lot that's going on in the energy. So I am just so glad that, you know, I was able to come and bring the messages to you guys today. It's a lot that's going on in the energy. So just please brace yourself. Be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to go through these initiations, these spiritual initiations, okay? Allow the divine activation to, like, you know, help you get through. All right, just take your time, be patient with yourself. I cannot stress that enough. But yes, I'm gonna stop because I feel like I'm starting to babble like too much. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys supporting me and watching my channel, and I will see you in the next one because I'm coming right back. What a reading. All right guys, bye. Why does my remote like do this? Like seriously, when it does that, I feel like there's so much more that I need to say to you guys because obviously I can't click off here. So let me wait a minute. Any other messages? Let me think. Any other messages? I don't think so. I feel like I gave you guys everything. I just hope I don't click off and then there's more messages that come through. Well, I'm about to click off. See you guys.